We're here today at London Shoot Fighters with the KillaCam Fight Night middleweight champion Michael Shipman. Michael, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations. That was a fantastic performance. First question, what I'd like to know is, tell me about your training going into this fight.
The training going in is it's always the same for every fight. It's always the first thing you will get right is the cardio. First we get the cardio banged out, and then always doing technique, loads of technical drills, and then rounds and rounds of sparring. We spar a lot in London Shoot, but first you've got to have the cardio there before you do the sparring. So first cardio has to be there, and then you've got the technique, and then it's a lot of sparring.
Going into KillaCam Fight Night, tell me about your actual journey going there, what you experienced on the day. You had like the weigh-ins and the press conference stuff the actual day before the show. So tell me, with your experience of dealing with KillaCam in that type of way and what you experienced.
Yeah, it was good. It ran like pretty smooth. They did like they got us all in and they showed us some videos and stuff beforehand, which I enjoyed. It kind of got everyone a bit kind of hyped up, which you don't usually get that at the show. So we're all kind of watching the build-up videos, and it kind of gets you in the mood for what's going to happen tomorrow before you do the face-offs. So instead of kind of being all depleted and we've literally just weighed in and then facing off and we're still kind of a bit empty and only thinking about food, we had a few hours to kind of refuel and then get our minds on the fights, watch the video, get our minds on the fights, and then we faced off. So when we were facing off, we were kind of already kind of a little bit buzzing, ready to go for it. So that was good. Another thing is the next day though, what got me is driving around, had to do our medicals. I parked my car up on 1 hour zone, and then when the medical guy wasn't there yet, came back to my car, started charging my phone up, sitting there, and my battery was completely dead. So I had to leave it in a 1 hour zone for like 24 hours. So that was my one downfall, but that wasn't KillaCam's fault. Yeah.
I mean, how did that did that affect you in any type of way, like your mentality, your thought process going in?
It was starting to bother me, but I just thought there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm not going to be pushed out my car before my fight, so I thought I'd just scrap it. If I get a ticket, I get a ticket. Just don't worry about it till afterwards. So I just put it to the back of my head, and it all worked out okay.
Right, so did you get a ticket?
No tickets, man.
The difference between Margate and London.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. There'd be someone bang on it in London in a second, but yeah, I left it there for about 24 hours and no one touched it.
All right, so tell me now about the fight. What happened? What was your game plan? What was going through your head during the time you was, facing your opponent, Tommy Cook?
Yeah, well, the plan was basically we knew he he wanted it on the ground. He'd just got I think a 4-stripe black belt in his corner. He's going to have some good jiu-jitsu. So well, we thought just feel him outstanding, see how it goes, and I believe my wrestling as well. And his game plan seemed to be very hinged on him being able to take me down, which I didn't think he'd be able to do. So yeah, in top position I felt very secure, but I didn't want to get too wrapped up in it. I felt I was having the better of my understanding, so I thought I'd just keep standing, and that's where he seemed to kind of be a bit out of his element. He was kind of getting a bit drained out, but credit to him, he didn't give up. From the first round, obviously his game plan wasn't going to plan. He couldn't get me down, and he got hit with some shots, but he kept coming back round after round, so I respect him a lot for that. He didn't give up in the fight, but yeah, it went the way it did.
I've come to the conclusion, that you are one severely scary dude. When we met you last week before the fight, you seemed very calm and assured and relaxed as you are now. When that press conference took place, I saw you switch on, and fight night, you had a look on your face that looked like you was prepared to kill somebody. Explain to me, what actually goes through your head and the actual transition between being, the nice Michael Shipman that I know and that killing machine that I witnessed in a KillaCam Fight Night.
Yeah, I don't think they're two completely separate things. I mean, I just remind myself that the reason I'm fighting is because I enjoy it. I love fighting. That's weird to some people, I don't know, but I think that's why people get into sport, is they love the fighting. So I just go in there and I try and remember that the whole reason I'm there is to have fun. So if it looks like you're a bit unstable, but that's why I do it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying being there. I'm enjoying kind of being in the mix and get my shots off. So that's probably what you were seeing, is that I was just genuinely just really enjoying myself.
You got your first major championship the KillaCam Fight Night title. I mean, what does that mean to you personally? What does it mean to your family, your friends, your loved ones?
Well, that means a lot, man. Like, I've got a lot of support, like people coming out of the woodwork and just being like, "Oh, well done!" Like we haven't seen for a few years as well. It's really nice, and obviously all the family and friends who were there, really ecstatic for me. So yeah, that was great, and also it just gives me confidence, kind of moving on. Like, you know, just like winning the championship, it just makes me think it's kind of a bit of validation for kind of the work and stuff you put in. You know that you're getting something out of it, you're going in the right direction. It's just a bit of like reassurance that yeah, I can do this.
So, KillaCam's finished. What next for Michael Shipman? I
just have to wait and see, man. Like I might go for there's a UCMA card coming up. They're saying they're going to do another KillaCam card at the end of the year, so I'd like to get maybe 2 or 3 more fights out by the end of the year. So hopefully, if all goes to plan, finish my year with a record of 8-1 going into the next year, which would be a respectable record if I managed to pull that off. And then start of next year, maybe get a couple more fights, and when I kind of am around a 9-1, 10-1 record, start looking to see what kind of opportunities present themselves. But, you know, one step at a time. I mean, I've got to get the wins.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is there anybody that's on the list of Michael Shipman? Is there any other middleweight that you're looking at that you think, I want him and I'm going to take him out?
I wouldn't go that far, man. I just kind of, like I said, it's my coaches. I just do as I'm told. I turn out to do as I'm told. There's a few guys kind of I've seen kind of linger around on my kind of level for a while now. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 people that I've kind of had my eye on, but I don't want to go like, you know, start cussing them out or anything. But, yeah.
Where's the belt, Michael?
The belt, I left it at my parents' house. I gave it to my dad to look after, man. So yeah, left it behind. I'm sorry.
KillaCam does present titles to their champions, and they are allowed to take them home. But unfortunately, Michael left his one today.
Well, I took it home. That's what I meant to do with it, man. So I took it to my parents.
It's a show off. You're supposed to show off with it in the post, man. Anyway, Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you,
we look
cheers.
forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good kid.